In his role, Per has responsibility for a range of human resources that enable and support the engagement and performance of the RBC workforce. These areas include diversity, employee relations, employee engagement, career management, and employment brand communications. Per joined RBC in 1982 in retail banking and worked in client service and management roles in Ontario. He moved to Human Resources in 1999 and held different positions within the department before becoming Vice President. What is both interesting to me and yet not surprising is that Per started as a teller, having many opportunities at RBC to grow and learn. This is a familiar story when we think of the youth we see at JVS Toronto, helping them get all that first important job, and the impact it can have on your future careers. RBC is committed to helping youth get that first opportunity, and we are proud that RBC has been a strong supporter of the agency for many years and continues to this day. And so, Per, for that, we thank you, and I welcome you to the podium.
Thank you very much, Laurie, for that kind introduction. It's a pleasure to be with you this evening to mark the occasion of your annual general meeting, to mark your achievements this year, and to share with you some of RBC's perspectives on the important issue of youth employment, and in particular, partnerships for youth employment. To begin, let me just say that RBC is proud to be a longtime partner with JVS Toronto. We share a vision for a brighter future for the youth of our region. We're pleased to be a sponsor of the JVS Strictly Business Luncheon, which this year saw over 350 attendees. I think it's a great example and a testament to the ability of JVS to bring together people in common cause. In fact, a number of organizations share a vision of a region where all young people thrive and where their talents and drive contribute to the regional economy. Yet youth unemployment rates remain high in the post-recession period, prompting the House of Commons Standing Committee on Finance to study youth employment and table a report this June. And as you well know, locally we face a harsh reality. As many as 83,000 youth in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area are not in education, not in employment, nor in training. The youth unemployment rate in Toronto is over 20%. It's almost 25% for Aboriginal youth and nearly 30% for Black youth. We risk leaving tens of thousands of our young people behind with significant social and economic consequences. There are many hard personal costs to youth unemployment. In addition, studies estimate that the cumulative lifetime burden to society of youth who aren't in school or working is over $1 million per youth. And we know the benefits of youth landing a job are substantial. A job is an important step in the transition to adulthood. For many, employment offering meaningful work can be a ticket out of a difficult situation and can change the course of a life. The problem is real, and concerned organizations are acting now. And many organizations are acting in partnership. RBC is one. RBC believes that partnerships are an effective approach to this challenge. Different partners bring different skills and abilities, all of which are needed to tackle society's most pressing problems. We're proud of our partnership with JVS, and likewise proud of our partnership with Civic Action, a group that is well known to JVS. Civic Action aligns employers, labor, community agencies, leaders, youth, and government to increase opportunities for youth who face multiple barriers to employment. Over the last year, Civic Action consulted with over 800 employers, youth, community agencies, and governments, including JVS and RBC, to better understand the problem and the barriers facing these youth. 4 key strategies emerged to help close the skill gap, make the job market more transparent for everyone, and give new networks to youth who currently don't have access. Highlights of their work include engaging small and medium-sized business. A lack of resources prevents small businesses from using existing job banks. Civic Action will help those businesses share their labor needs through centralized job recruiting platforms. Bringing job opportunities into the open. Youth don't know where jobs exist or what the requirements are. Civic Action will help increase the transparency by helping youth participate in those centralized recruiting programs and connect youth with the information they need to find a job. Closing the skills gap. We know from many sources that the private sector has jobs, but not the skilled workforce to fill them. and that youth-facing barriers don't have access to the opportunities. An employer-designed training and internship strategy will build a pipeline of future talent through private sector-led employment training and internship opportunities. And lastly, Civic Action will strive to connect youth with role models. Too many youth lack the networks and mentors to connect them with employment. The regional mentoring strategy will centralize access to mentoring opportunities and recruit employers, train their employees as mentors, and connect mentors to community agencies. Through such opportunities, organizations like JVS and RBC can extend their reach and impact. We think this work will make a difference, and RBC is proud to be a principal supporter and member of the Civic Action leadership team. RBC is also involved with the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. According to the Chamber, if Canada is to tackle its skills gap and ensure its economic growth, then we have to give special attention to the largest cohort of labor force entrants each year, young people. The Chamber's latest report on transitioning from education to employment makes recommendations to address what is lacking in the Canadian education and labor market. These include improvements to the collection and dissemination of data on labor market conditions, improvements in career decision-making to address the factors and influences that shape the career interests and goals of students, improvements to address education and training in the workplace, such as co-op programs and internships, and finally, national leadership and coordination to address ways Canada can improve the school-to-work transition to mitigate the skills gap. We believe the business community has an enormous stake in the issue, and the voice of the Chamber of Commerce is an important way to bring attention and engage others, and RBC is pleased to be an active supporter in this space. Yet we know that ultimately actions speak louder than words, and leading by example matters. So that's why we invest in today's youth. RBC's 5-year, $100 million Believe in Kids pledge supports programs for developing well-rounded kids and youth in Canada. We have a strong record for hiring youth. We hire more than 2,400 annually into permanent positions, and another 900 through internships, co-ops, and summer experiences. And we strive to do more. This year we introduced a new program to further address youth employment, a year-long paid internship opportunity for recent graduates called the RBC Career Launch Program. It's designed to provide recent graduates who are unemployed or underemployed with the necessary tools to find meaningful employment in the future. We believe this intensive program will help address the no experience, no job cycle facing so many of today's young graduates. RBC offers 100 paid internships to recent college and university graduates from any program or discipline aged 24 and under. In our first year, we have positions in 4 provinces and 13 cities across Canada. The internship is 12 months long and designed around 3 rotations. First, a 6-month rotation that provides core customer service and sales skills in our retail banking branches. The second is a 3-month rotation that is a unique aspect of the program, a partnership. Interns are assigned to a local Canadian charity chosen by RBC. We believe this is a winning combination for the charity, the community, and the participants through sharing skills and broadening networks. And the third rotation provides a hands-on experience in a professional corporate environment. Interns work on project assignments and gain exposure to roles in our functional groups such as finance, operations, and human resources. I think a quote says it best, and this is from Hudson, a Career Launch Associate in Barrie. It says, "I have learned quite a bit in the first 7 months of the program. I developed a lot of relevant workplace skills and also learned how to work in an environment that I hadn't previously before. The biggest thing for me is the newfound confidence that I now have, knowing that I have some meaningful experience to put on my resume." And so while we know that the programs work, and we can feel pretty good about it, but it's when we get the testimonials from the kids themselves that tell us it's doing what we wanted it to. We hope that Career Launch contributes to the Education to Employment Challenge in 3 ways. First, interns gain business skills like collaboration, communication, and critical thinking through work experiences that demand those skills. We add in robust training opportunities as well as one-on-one dedicated mentorship and support. Second, it gives them access to a network and the chance to build relationships with seasoned and influential professionals. Participants will be able to leverage those relationships throughout their career. And third, it gives them exposure and practical hands-on experience in retail banking, not-for-profits, and in a large corporate setting. This experience will enhance a resume. And I have another quote for you, this time from Mallory in Halifax. "I learn something new every day. The biggest lesson has been the importance of relationship building. As a student, you own responsibility for your accomplishments, but in the workforce, you achieve your goals through collaboration with your clients, your peers, and your managers." And I hope these examples convey the depth of RBC's commitment to youth employment and to addressing the challenge in partnership. In closing, I want to share with you the conviction that while the challenge of youth employment in Canada is real, we have many resources, success stories, talented and committed people working to solve the problem. And I believe that JVS is one of the reasons for optimism. So congratulations on a great year, and I wish you continued success.